Welcome back to the Daily Bitcoin 5. 5 stories every day that matter to Bitcoin. Today on the Bitcoin 5, Bitcoin Clarity Act update expected as soon as next week. Let's go. Before the stories, the Bitcoin price check. Bitcoin currently trades at about $64,400, showing modest gains over recent weeks but notable pullback from spring highs. The 4-year comparison tells the real story. BTC is up 198% from about $21,600 on this date in 2022, reinforcing the long-term accumulation thesis despite choppy short-term action. Story 5, BlackRock's iShares ETF, managing $14 trillion in assets, increased its position in Japanese Bitcoin treasury company Metaplanet by 299,300 shares worth approximately $438,000. The purchase brings BlackRock's total Metaplanet holdings to 3.72 million shares, valued at $5.44 million. The allocation demonstrates passive index exposure to Bitcoin treasury strategies reaching mainstream investment vehicles. Metaplanet has been accumulating Bitcoin on its balance sheet and exploring Bitcoin-backed financial products, similar to Strategy's approach in the US. For Bitcoin investors, this is the macro backdrop to watch. Currency stress changes how people think about scarce, non-sovereign money. Story 4. Strive paid a cash distribution of $0.05 per SATA share, marking the company's 23rd consecutive daily dividend to shareholders. The payment represents an annualized rate of $13 per share and an effective yield of 13.5% based on the latest market close. The Bitcoin-backed preferred equity product continues to demonstrate Strategy's broader thesis around building digital money on top of Bitcoin collateral. Saylor has described products like SATA as creating zero volatility, fiat-pegged, yield-bearing assets backed by Bitcoin treasury holdings. Story 3. Michael Saylor and Strategy highlighted their public credit model, allowing anyone to assess Bitcoin-backed credit risk in real time. The model lets analysts input Bitcoin price, volatility, and annual recurring revenue assumptions to evaluate credit spreads, dividend yields, and break-even scenarios for Bitcoin collateralized financial products. Digital credit is transparent because the principal market risk factor is Bitcoin, an observable, homogeneous asset, Saylor explained. The model updates risk assessments continuously, enabling investors to apply their own statistical frameworks to inform valuation and trading decisions. Story 2. Strategy surges back into top 50 most traded US stocks. Michael Saylor's Strategy, formerly MicroStrategy, has reclaimed a position among the top 50 most traded US equities, surpassing Goldman Sachs in daily trading volume. The Bitcoin treasury company's stock liquidity continues to attract both retail and institutional traders, despite broader market volatility affecting the crypto sector. Strategy's Q2 2026 earnings call is scheduled for July the 30th at 5 p.m. ET, where the company is expected to provide updates on its Bitcoin acquisition strategy and their plans ahead. Story 1. A revised version of the Bitcoin Clarity Act could drop as soon as next week, according to CoinDesk reporting shared across Bitcoin circles. The legislation aims to provide regulatory framework for digital assets in the US, a development the industry has been anticipating for months. That's today's Bitcoin 5. Let me know your favourite story from today in the comments below, and subscribe now so tomorrow's update lands directly in your feed. I'll see you tomorrow.